I mean, considering they've been here for 5 or 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, consider that a rarity in college football with the transfer portal. What do you make of just their careers and just kind of their legacies here at Arizona?
Like, we need to get them in front of all the true freshmen we're recruiting and explain to them their journey and the lifelong friendships that they're going to have because of that journey. The University of Arizona has been really good to both those kids. And I think Traden said it when he went on his visit during this portal deal. Why not just do what I'm doing at the University of Arizona? This is what's built me to the human being and the man that I am right now, so let's finish it. And I am so proud of those guys, the ones that went on the portal and the ones that went on a trip up to Seattle. And I mean, they had an unbelievable relationship with Coach Aquina, and Coach Aquina is such an unbelievable coach. For those guys to choose the University of Arizona and to choose each other, Noah, Traden, Dalton, Jen, I mean, all those guys that chose each other and chose Tucson, like, they need to be celebrated on Saturday. And I am so thankful and blessed that I've been able to build a relationship with and coach them. And when I said all those things in March about the opportunities that we have to be an elite defense and to chase the moniker of the Desert Swarm, it was because I thought those guys were really talented. And when you get a chance to coach really talented players, they make you a really good coach and you have opportunities. So I can't thank them enough. And I mean, I'll stay up here all night long so that we have a good plan so that they can play well and go out the right way. Seth Diggy does stay up here every night, all night. It's unbelievable. So.
Troy and Michael?
One of the things that you mentioned during the offseason when we got to talk to you was wanting to add depth and just a little bit more depth at the linebacker position from the year prior. Mm-hmm. You guys have been tested at that and passed with flying colors. Just the depth and what they've been able to bring when you guys have had guys in and out, including guys like Myron Robinson who went down to that game and you had to replace him.
Yeah, the buy-in. I mean, give Coach Brengel a lot of credit. Him and Tariq Thompson, who played safety for me at San Diego State. Both those guys played for me at San Diego State. So they're very familiar with the scheme and have done a great job day to day. Give the most credit to the players because they've dove in and they've come up here every single day and they wear those rooms out. I mean, they come up there on their own. We don't have to ask them. And when you don't have to ask them, like, one, there's care hours where you can only mandate so many things. And when they just thrive and crave the opportunity to learn football, you have the right guys. And then there's certain ones like Myron, you have to be careful what you do and how you coach them because they're going to do it the exact way you do it. And so, I mean, sometimes my out on Saturday is to kind of yell at the coaches when something goes bad because it's kind of my stress relief. It's like a little squishy ball. So I tell them every Saturday, like, put your body armor on because when they get a yard, I'm going to yell at you. Like, that's just what comes out during those moments. And so when Myron does something wrong, I'm like, you probably told him that, Brengel. Like, I mean, it's because he is so detailed in how you do it. And Brengel's a fantastic coach. I mean, last year we had to move Dalton to linebacker because we just didn't have enough depth. And I mean, he led our team with 94 tackles, so he did a fantastic job adapting. Jabari and Myron and Tay, Chase, Riley, Max. I mean, those guys, Dom Hanger's up there all the time. Levi's up there all the time. Those guys, they just dive into the opportunity to be successful and give them the credit. And the teachers are doing it. I mean, to be a good coach, you have to be a great teacher. And I think we've got some on the staff.
Michael and Brian?
Media talks about it all the time, fans talk about it all the time, adjustments that you made during the course of a game, whether it's in the first quarter or at halftime. What is an example of an adjustment that you made during the course of the Kansas and Cincinnati games that you felt like was positive and impactful?
So I think we have elite communication on our side of the ball. And I say our side of the ball because I don't spend a ton of time over on the offense side. When the offense has the ball, I'll flip over to once we've made all of our corrections, adjustments so that I can listen to Seth and B and throw in my 2 cents if need to be. Those guys can give me information. Now, the way my game day view, okay, coaches that watch the football are terrible coaches. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Like, if you ever hire somebody and they just watch the football, that's like a fan watching the game. Like, you can't do it. So the progression goes, one, I call the defense so I know exactly how I anticipate that being blocked if it's a certain play or what the play comes. So I can see the blocking scheme. When they go through the blocking scheme, my eyes now, if it's a pass, my eyes go to the short side of the field so that I can see the concept that's going on right there, so I know what we're trying to defend. And then somebody has to feed me information to the top side of the field because I can't see both. So that's usually my first question on a pass was, what was the concept up top? If it's a run play and it pops us, I know exactly who should have been there to make the play and why were they not. And usually at that time I'll ask, what happened to the nose guard? What happened to the linebacker? And I know you guys asked B yesterday because I watched the press conference about like, what does he do? Don't take for what he said for a second. Like he's very impactful on game day for me, because when I'll ask those questions, oftentimes he's watching the sideline. He'll say linebacker wasn't there, maybe not knowing who was supposed to be there. But if I ask what happened to the linebacker, he'll give me that information. So now I know, okay, this is what they're doing. This is how they adjusted their scheme. This is the stunt we need to come with so that we'd be able to do that. Well, against Cincinnati, it happened so damn fast, 54-39, 8 touchdowns. It's like, well, I didn't even get a chance to make a correction on the next play. We did after the 54-yard run, we get a 2-yard loss, a negative play, because Leroy does the same thing. They run the exact same play, the very next play. We ran the exact same defense, and we missed a tackle in the backfield. So guys make plays. But being able to do that real time is critical if you get the right information from the guys upstairs or stuff. So when you're on staffs and you ask a question and it's completely silent, like that's the worst thing that can happen on game day to me. Like, don't answer a question. Like if you want to don't answer a question and then find out feel the wrath. Like that's ridiculous. Like, are you up there eating nachos or are you watching the damn game? What are you doing? And so don't watch the football, and we'll make the corrections we need to in order to stop them. And I think our guys have done a great job of that all year long.
Brian and Jason.
I was listening to the Baylor game on the radio, and they kept mentioning how often they throw the slot fade, that it just seems to be a big part of it. Knowing that that's a play that they go to often, how much do you have to focus on that play, or is too much focus on that going to leave other things open?
No, I mean, one, their receivers do a fantastic job. Josh Cameron, number 34, he's a grown man now. He's 6'1", 230 pounds. He's their punt returner. He probably leads the nation in drawn pass interferences because he does such a great job with body control, and he positions you away from the ball, and then Sawyer throws it up. The hardest thing to do in pass defense is a fade route that's on an underthrown ball, because it's going to be pass interference 95% of the time. And whether they practice it or whether Josh is just really good at it, they get that call a ton. And it's usually on that route from the slot, because I think that's the hardest route. If you divide your football field, and it's important to know, I mean, from the sideline to the bottom of the number is 7 yards, top of the number is 9 yards. Apex between the hash and the middle field is 13 yards. Okay? Well, if they line up between 13 and 9, it gives you an opportunity, and this is where the DBs need to be really detailed in that 13 to 9 measurement, because they'll tell you what routes they're going to get. And when they line up in there and they're running the slot fade, you got to give yourself the best chance to play it. Now, the best way to defeat the slot fade is get to hit the quarterback before you can throw it. But when you've got guys like Traden Stukes and the nickel from Utah, like those guys do such a fantastic job in coverage. But if you just play man coverage all the time, like they're good enough to adjust the routes and eat you up. And if you shut that down a couple times, then all of a sudden it's like you shut down, like we're trading on Saturday, the bubble route he should have intercepted and scored instead of diving and making a good play, be an elite play and go intercept it. He's not gonna like that comment. Like the screen and go's coming after that. Well, if you know what the details are that's going to tell you it's a screen and go, it doesn't work. And so are those guys willing to dive in and figure out what it is, on what the look is for screen and go and what is not? I think that's why our secondary has been so elite, because they're so detailed in those moments.
Jason and then Justin.
At the end of that game on TV, they showed you and Brent having a moment hugging. The emotions of that win and just getting to this point this season.
I mean, the job that, like I started this thing out with, the job that Coach Brennan has done for this program is fantastic. Like the environment that he has created to work in. I mean, shoot, my wife sits back there. Like that's not common everywhere. Like Fox RC running around the building is not common everywhere. And there's times that stuff is good, and there's times that stuff is like you need to focus in deal tall in football, and he gives us the opportunity to manage that. He doesn't micromanage us and tell us what we're doing wrong. So if you hire the right people, that works. And so, I mean, I just want to create the best one, I want to be the freaking best defense in the country. Like that will never change. That's like, I'm driven to, we came close to San Diego State. We'll have an opportunity to build that, and the Desert Swarm marker, we're going to start making t-shirts about it because we're going to have an opportunity to create that. So that's my job for him, and Seth is the same passion. He wants to be freaking best offensive. I mean, we want to score 50 points every single game. And so just super happy for him because and super happy for our entire program, because that's a big time deal. Going on the road in 122 years of Arizona football, Coach told me went on the road and won 7 games against top 25 teams in 24 tries. Coach B's done it twice in 5. Okay, I think Jed did it twice in 5. So now we get an opportunity to continue to build on that, and if you can play good defense, you have an opportunity, and you take care of the football, you can win road games. Because they're not loud when we're on the field. So we got to keep that momentum, but they're loud as hell when they score. And so that opportunity, I thought we did a great job and played. And then I saw it on, I think on the Red Line recap. I don't get super emotional during games most of the time. Like if you go back on YouTube and watch Dalton's interception, I mean, I look disappointed almost. I'm like, God, show a little bit more enthusiasm sometimes, because I just expect them to do things. I actually threw a fist pump and my headset fell off. I didn't know that I did that. I saw it on the Red Line recap and said, I'm not to get after Caleb, like, stop putting me on there like that. But just so proud and so excited of those kids, and I mean, I don't know. I just want to stab a football every time we get the ball when they put it out there. Like, that's all I think about. Like, let's go take this thing away and freaking gut another one. So just super excited, happy we won. Like I told you earlier, that was really cool because I freaking hate losing more than I enjoy winning. So that was really fun. And there's nothing better in this world than a winning locker room. Nothing better in this world than in a football winning locker room when it comes to competition sports. Like, unbelievable.
We will finish up with Justin.
Sawyer Robertson, how does he stack up against some of the other quarterbacks that you faced?
Well, now I'm gonna sound like a broken record repeater. I thought Brendan Sorsby was the best one we had played. He was to date, and I thought our guys did a great job of preparing for him and taking away opportunities and trying to frustrate him. Sawyer, like I said when I started this thing, he's got the second most attempts in the nation. He throws it all over the place. He's already thrown for 3,400 and some yards. I mean, the way he is able to adjust on the move and the way his receivers find spots when it might not be the designated out route they were going to run, but the fact that they're on the same page is elite. And they have the second most passing yards in the country because of those opportunities. And so what kind of pictures can we paint to try and give him trouble? And then do you trust you can't play man coverage 90% of the time, because if they protect long enough, those guys are elite to be able to find space. And DBs, we have some elite DBs. I don't care who you are. I mean, even Coach Sanders at Colorado would tell you, like, you can cover for 4 seconds if you're freaking elite as hell. But any longer than that, those guys have an advantage. And we got to be able to find ways to get pressure. Well, to get constant pressure, especially with some of our injuries, well, now you're sending 5 and 6. And now you're putting those guys on an island. And AG and Dansby were on an island a ton on Saturday. And nobody knew it because of how well they played. If they didn't play good, everybody would be raking both of them over the coals. But nobody knows how good they played because they were so damn elite. I mean, that ball that Michael Dansby got out on the post, okay, on the chalkboard, that's man-free coverage. Did y'all see a post player in the middle of the field? I didn't. Okay, because that guy is up there in the box making sure that they can't run the ball. So even though on paper those guys that we call it man-free, let's be real, they played 0 a ton, and they made plays. We didn't make those plays against Iowa State. They had 6 catches for 189 yards. If we don't make 4 of those plays on Saturday, I'm sitting up here saying, well, Cincinnati had 5 catches for 200 some yards. They rushed for 140. We gave up 500 yards total offense, and we lost because we did a crappy job. But when you have good players win games, coaches don't. You get the outcome that we had Saturday. So I couldn't be more proud of how hard our football team plays in all 3 phases. They're violent. I mean, it is a fun group to coach. It's a fun group to come to work to every day. And we have an opportunity to get 8 Saturday, and then the opportunity will be bigger if we get it. If we lose on Saturday, well, then we screw up that, and the opportunity is to win 9. So our guys are uber focused on today. I thought today was really good, and I think Dalton mentioned it. Like you can watch on tape because the eye in the sky don't lie. It may not see what that player saw at the moment, or what that player should have seen at the moment. Okay, but it tells you exactly what the picture is. And if if they're not working hard, if they're not practicing hard enough, or they're not diving into the detail, and you can go back and show them, that stuff only works if you have success beyond it. Okay. When I try to convince all these guys to stay here, the Daltons, the Stukes, the Gin, and what we'd be able to do on defense if we had good players and the situations that we'd be able to put them in, they started to believe that after Kansas State. Because against Hawaii, okay, and Hawaii's turned out to be a damn good team now, by the way, at 7-3 or 2, whatever their record is. And then we were better than we should be. When we beat Kansas State and played really well, all of a sudden that belief skyrocketed. And then they've continued to build on that. That's why I think we're 19th now in yards per game and 12th in yards per play. That's why we have a chance to chase all those things we talked about. So I apologize to Casino del Sol, but pack that thing on Saturday. That's like unbelievable. Like the biggest in the Big 12, freaking awesome. And Tucson, I mean, show up. I love this place, so come in and show me that you love us. I mean, let's continue to build this thing, and then let's go win the dang basketball game tomorrow night. Let's go. I mean, we're at 3rd and 4th in some of the 2 polls. Why not be number 1? Why not us? So, Coach Lloyd, freaking good luck. Go beat their tail. Have fun, and then we'll see everybody at the Soul on Saturday.